Welcome to Fourth and Forever, the flagship show of Roundtable Sports Network. Join hosts Dan, Richie, and TD as they break down the latest news and storylines across the NFL, featuring game predictions, breakdowns, heated debates, live Patreon callers, and everything in between. Catch Fourth and Forever every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern on the Roundtable Sports YouTube channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, the intro did not deceive you. This is indeed Fourth and Forever, your number one NFL news show on the internet, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. EST-ish. Anyway, we have a great show for you today. We have some previews, at least to begin with, plus some storylines we all need to cover on said show. Please hit that thumbs up sign as you are locking in with us. And as always, shout yourself out in the chat. Let us know where you are tuning in from. I'm always curious to see how far our audience extends. What corner of the world are you tapping in from this afternoon? Do not be shy. Richie, what's going on? How you doing?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome on in to Fourth and Forever, another edition. We got some NFL storylines to get into, covering the latest trending news and rumors around the NFL. You guys know the drill, so make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. We got the AFC East Roundtable back tonight, so the vibes are immaculate. Joe Flacco's officially starting already for the Cincinnati Bengals, and we got some storylines to talk about right here, right now.
We're going to talk about that one for sure. TD, what's going on with you, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Beautiful day. Here we are midweek. All right. We're getting into the games for coming up and also storylines right here on Fourth and Forever. Again, as always, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Let's have some fun.
That's what I'm talking about, man. We have Illinois in the building. Chattanooga is in the building. Los Angeles is in the building. Don't be shy, guys. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Do not be shy. And one of my favorite things here, we have Michael coming in and saying, I'm ignoring work for this. Let me tell you what, my guy. I know that a lot of you guys like to utilize us as some white noise in the background of your workday or your day-to-day responsibilities. And we appreciate that. And we're glad that we could be a resource to all of you to make that workday go by a little faster. Kentucky, Hawaii is in the building. New Orleans, Wyoming, Florida, a Pats fan. Delray Beach, Connecticut, man, we are worldwide. That's right, guys. Listen, this chat just teased the fact that Zach Taylor, with the ultimate sign of desperation, is going with Joe Flacco against this Green Bay Packers defense. Look, I understand that Jake Browning has put out 2 back-to-back stinkers, a far cry from his 2023 campaign, but I got to ask, is starting Joe Flacco with such limited time to prepare the right move for the Cincinnati Bengals? TD, thoughts on this one?
Flacco time, ladies and gentlemen. He's already the starter. We did get that breaking news coming through. Listen, man, he's going to try to go and spark that team. Immediately, they obviously are telling you they don't believe in Browning. They don't think that he can win a few games while Burrow is out. So Flacco is going to be given the nod. He is a veteran. He does give them a better chance than Brown. Just call it what it is. But Flacco, here's the deal. Flacco's washed, but he can deliver the football. He can still deliver the football. You just have to hope that he doesn't turn the ball over. That's the issue. He got the best weapons that he's going to have. I don't know if he's ever had better weapons in his career. I don't think he has. So we'll see what this makes of him. This might actually elevate his game. You might get a little spark from Flacco that go on a run. I'm not banking on it, but Chase and Higgins, they hungry. They are hungry. Yeah. They've been starved. So, yeah, man, I'm excited to see how that all works out.
So I think the downfield passing game is certainly going to improve, especially when you unpack the film. It's not like Chase isn't getting open. He's getting open. It's just Jake Browning couldn't hit a broadside of a barn. And while I'm concerned about Flacco behind that offensive line, right, he's getting up there in age. I want to say he's cracked the ripe age of 4-0. I do think that this improves their downfield game. Interested to see if Jamar Chase can actually improve my fantasy production. But that is a conversation for a different time. Richie, is Joe Flacco starting on Sunday with such limited time to prepare with a brand new playbook the right move?
Yeah, I mean, he's better than Jake Browning. I mean, it's like that's the only thing. It's not like a huge upgrade where now they're going to be winning football games. But Joe Flacco is, at this stage of his career, he's productive. He really is. He was the quarterback that beat the Packers a few weeks ago. I know it was more of the defense than him. But I feel like Joe Flacco's a guy that even with limited sample size of learning the playbook, he's going to be able to go out there and let the ball be slung around the place. But I got a bone to pick with this topic. Because you know what, like, what headline is like being stolen and what this is becoming more than anything that I'm seeing? Like I saw it on First Take this morning. No one's talking about Dylan Gabriel. No one's talking about Joe Flacco. It's all about Shadur Sanders being quarterback too. What does this mean for Shadur? Shadur this, Shadur that. Shador's getting interviewed in a car dealership. Deion Sanders being asked about it. Like, why is everything always about Shadur Sanders? That's my question. I know I'm making it about him right now, but I'm just bringing it up because I can't stop seeing it everywhere. And I get it. He's Deion Sanders' son. But, like, if this was your normal fifth round pick, this is not a topic that he's a second, quarterback. So that's really what I got to say, Dan. I know TD's like, well, Richie, you should do Sanders,
Yeah. But Richie, you said if this was a normal fifth round pick, he's not a normal fifth round pick, and he's not.
He plays like one though on the field. That's what my
so you think that he plays like a fifth round pick?
He doesn't.
I think he plays. I think he's gonna play like a first or second round pick. Hold on. I want to make sure we get this straight. You think he plays like a fifth round pick?
Well, he hasn't played in the NFL yet. He's played preseason ball. He's played one good preseason game, and then the rest of his games look like trash.
And I'm glad you said that because it is amazing to me that everybody wants to lean on. Oh well, I mean, if he wasn't playing like it, then he would be they would have him playing. Really? Is that what we think is going on here? Was Shadur Sanders a fifth round pick to begin with? The answer is no, he shouldn't have been, right? So what makes you think that, well, I trust Stefanski sees something that doesn't, then why didn't he see it where his draft stock was? That's all cap. So at the end of the day, it's going to be about Shadur because everybody knows that he should be starting. Everybody knows that he in college earned an opportunity to show what he can do in the NFL. And until that happens, he's going to be the storyline.
So I got to tell you what, since we're on the Cleveland Browns right now, I think that this is an interesting question, and I don't know how to answer it because it's pretty clear that this team is not going to make the playoffs. I think it would be a miracle if they were able to string together 7+ wins. And that trade deadline is on the way. And that trade deadline is right on the horizon. And even from a Bills fan's perspective, it's natural for fans to start looking at potential players that they could trade for. But in order to find these players, right, like you need to find a team that's willing. And this defense over at Cleveland is Super Bowl caliber. We've already discussed that. But I have to ask, is everybody on that defense locked and loaded with the Cleveland organization right now? Or do you think that they could potentially be sellers at the deadline? A couple of names really come out. Like there's Grant Delpit, the safety from Cleveland. There's Newsome as well, who's on his 5th-year option, who I think could potentially be on the move. Same thing with Denzel Ward, some people have talked about as well. Do you guys see the Cleveland Browns being sellers? Or do you think that they hold on to this defense for one more year? Richie, talk to me.
Yeah, I think their defense is unfortunately just so good. I mean, and it's being wasted. That's the reality of it. I feel like it's going to be tough for them to break it up. That's their identity. When the funny part about that is Stefanski's an offensive-minded head coach. I know. Their defense is what their identity is. So it just does not make any sense. I think that they're going to not blow it up. They extended Myles Garrett long-term, and that would be just a slap in the face to Myles Garrett. To be like, yeah, we paid you here long-term. We're going to send off all your buddies that make this defense great. I think that will be a giant slap in the face to him. I think that will piss him off. And you want to keep him happy because then he's going to demand out. He got his money. He's excited to be paid no matter it's with the Browns or another team. But I don't think they would do that just because they have the generational all-great talent of Myles Garrett on their defense that they want to keep happy.
So what do you think, TD? And for the most part, we're going to see this defense ride out for the rest of the season.
You're going to see this defense ride out for the next 3 years. Stefanski got some job security when he drafted 2 quarterbacks, because you don't waste those assets and then say you're going to go get a new GM and a new head coach. So he's already been bought some time. Now, if both of those options stink up the next 3 years, he'll be gone, but they're still going to try to win. They're going to try to see if they can get the Jordan Love, CJ Stroud effect early on with Dylan Gabriel and or Shadur, whoever plays the best football. So this team is poised to continue. What you want for a young player is a defense that can hold them down while they work through their growing pains, and that's what they have. And if you still can't win, start putting racking wins together, then you got a problem at that position at the quarterback. We can't sit here and act like the Cleveland Browns defense didn't play well enough to win. They keep playing well enough to win, if you ask me. It's simply the offensive side of the football, and primarily with the quarterback position, with the O-line combination. So they got to figure that out, and they're going to have a few years to do so.
Mm-hmm. And so the trade deadline is fastly approaching, all right, here in just a couple of weeks. And while I think that we're all on the same page where I don't see Cleveland selling the house, I would be interested to hear y'all's thoughts on what teams are going to go on ahead and just go on a fire sale. And normally when I look at these teams, I look at a team that has a questionable relationship with their head coach. I look at a team that perhaps is even in year one of a brand new coach that's looking to offshoot some personnel. Like, who do y'all think like the top 3 biggest sellers are going to be during this trade deadline period? TD.
You got to look at teams like the New York Jets.
There was actually a report that came out last week that the Jets are expected to be a fire sale.
Yeah, the Miami Dolphins. Not much to fire sale, but yeah, they'll be doing the same. Keep an eye out on a team like the Arizona Cardinals if they don't get their act together soon. I could see that happening. Outside of that, man, Baltimore would have to lose 2 more games in a row, and then you got to look at them.
Ooh.
Then you have to look at them. Because
Dan's liking that. Look at Dan's face.
Yeah, look at their finances.
Bury those bums.
Look at their finances and stuff. They put a lot into the last 2 seasons. A lot. So a lot of them contracts coming up. They had a window, and this is the last year to do it, and that's why they're nerve-wrecked right now.
And so I'm no longer really beefing with Ravens fans, surprisingly enough. So they're not really on my list of enemies anymore.
I want you to start hating the Patriots, man. When are you going to start doing that? When they beat you again?
It's coming.
Don't hate them, Dan. Join them. You can't beat them, join them.
No.
That's where we're all different. Coming. No one joins. I figured out you hopping on the Patriots bandwagon makes me sick, dude.
We could beat the Patriots. We just
I figured out the perfect analogy, right? So I figured out like this perfect analogy that comes through with it. Pats fans to me are like a former Fortune 500 CEO that was on Forbes, was living the life. And then he ended up getting in an embezzlement situation. He got fired, and now he bartends at Applebee's. Sure, he had a lot of success in the past, but no lady's trying to bang him anymore, right? Like he's a has-been, right? And like that's like kind of how I look at it. So I'm interested to see how the season turns out in December. Like maybe.
So what are you?
Me? So we're a guy on the come up, baby. Like we're on the come up. You know what I mean? Like the Chiefs and stuff like that. Like they're already at the upper echelon, right? But like now, like everyone's looking at us, be like, "Damn, they're so close. Damn, they're so close." Listen, at the end of the day, Pats fans, former successful CEO, got in trouble for embezzlement, and now he's mixing my Long Island iced teas on Tuesday at Applebee's. That's what it is.
Now to expand on this.
That's what it is.
I know this is more of an AFC East topic, but we have to get into it because I saw you, Dan, say like you're getting sick of tired of hearing people tell you, I think Patriots fans are telling you that the Buffalo Bills window's closed. Yeah. And you brought up your point was we never choke in the regular season, just in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But you just proved the point though by saying that. You realize that? Like no one's denying that. Like that's the window. No one's saying you're going to miss the playoffs. Everyone's saying you're going to do what you just said. choking the playoffs. Like, your window's not closed to miss the playoffs. No one's saying you're going to miss the playoffs. But people are saying what you're going to do eventually is choke in the playoffs, like you admittedly said that the Buffalo Bills are known for. So that's all I think people are trying to say.
Well, choke to the Kansas City Chiefs. And who even knows if the Kansas City Chiefs are making it to the playoffs this year?
Don't sleep on the number 1 seed in the AFC, man. TD, man, I got to give you the credit in the world. Colts are the best team in the league, man.
Indiana
TD looked
Jones.
like a wizard.
Indiana Jones, man.
TD, man. Hey, TD Finns talk. I was unfamiliar with your game. You know what I mean? I really was. And for one time, you know, you're 1 out of 100.
No, it ain't 1 out of 100. I always end up right. Listen,
always.
And by the way, by the end of the season, the Patriots probably going to be the second best team in the AFC. I mean, it's inevitable. Drake May already starting his career better than Tom Brady. That's a fact, by the way.
You saw that stats.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fact, though. It is a fact. The trajectory is crazy. Dan. The Patriots literally said, you know, we're going to give one of y'all a chance. We're going to give you about 5-6 years. And y'all took the reins, but never did nothing with it. Now the Patriots are back. And now we got to deal with them like we always do, and y'all don't help. It's over.
See, I'm interested to see what this conversation turns into December. We'll see how that plays out.
I actually think y'all at risk of not making the playoffs.
See, that's where everything you're right about, TD, just gets thrown out the window.
No.
Yeah. Most definitely. Like, you should quit while you're ahead. Like, that's like the biggest piece of advice.
That discredits everything you're saying of being right.
At least I have logic. They've only beaten the worst teams in the league. They lost to the
but look at their schedule, TD. Where's all of a sudden going to be like 8 losses of like...
Don't look at the schedule. I mean, some of these games look like they're going to be a lot harder for... But
the Buffalo Bills never lose in the regular season like that. Like, they're always good in the regular season.
So one thing I like pointing out, and this is the last time that I'm going to talk about this game, like, we lost by 3 points, and we had a game where we uncharacteristically lost the turnover battle. I don't think that you can go 27 games with winning a turnover battle and then all of a sudden just completely throw that out the window with the exact same personnel and then expect that to be the new trend. That right there is literally the textbook definition of a fluke. I anticipate that Buffalo is going to get back to their turnover battle winning ways. And I feel like by the end of the day, when we're all sitting here 14-3, 13-4, I know you're going to pretend to be shocked, but you won't. And because you know exactly what's going to happen. So I'm optimistic, but let's save the Buffalo Bills conversation for this evening. You know, we have some things we need to talk about. Well, we'll probably hold the Bills and the Falcons preview for Monday on our Monday episode. We'll tease it a little bit on Wednesday, but Monday night, of course, we'll go from there.
That's in Atlanta, right?
So it's in Atlanta, Monday Night Football.
The only game, or is it a doubleheader?
It's a doubleheader.
So
I think it's 7? Actually 2 really good games, as a matter of fact. Who is it? It is... Let me pull up Cameron's graphic he sent me the other day. Shout out Cameron, by the way, if you're still watching, brother. It's Bears and Commanders as well.
Which game's first? Starts first.
Bills, Falcons, 7:15. Commanders.
Right, so it's like the Dolphins. All right, so we'll do our show Monday at 5.
Bears, Commanders at 8 is what it's going to be. That's
man. Who the Dolphins got this week?
Chargers.
Who the Patriots got?
The Pats have the Saints. Spencer Rat-a-tat-tat legacy game is coming.
Damn. Now are you rooting against the Patriots now, Dan? Are you afraid of them yet?
He's threatened.
You rooting for the Saints in that game, Dan?
No, not at all. And so I want like all the Patriots fans in my comment section to cry over their Lunchable nachos. And go to Mom and be like, Mom, you got to email Miss Johnson and say I'm sick and I can't come to school tomorrow. That's what I want. And just to bring them back down to earth. Specifically what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Well, man. If you look at the playoff picture right now, if the season ended today, you have a wild card matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots.
So the last time that the Patriots beat us in like an actual regular season matchup that was the game where we ended up destroying them 53-7. So I think that that's going to happen again.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Well, we shall see about that. There's a lot of narratives around the NFL right now that people are holding on to. And let's play a game. Panic or not panic? What's another?
Panic or chill? Go ahead.
Panicked or you're not worried one bit? Starting off with the Los Angeles Chargers, who have lost 2 in a row. I know TD is going to make every single excuse in the world. He's like, oh, I'm not worried. He doesn't say anything wrong with them. But is there anything that you look at the Chargers and you're a little worried that they can cough it up? They started 3-0. Now they're on a 2-game skid. They lost to the Giants, who are absolutely trash. They couldn't even beat the Saints. And then the Washington Commanders, who are a good football team, go into their house and beat them. So are you worried about the Chargers not missing the playoffs or anything, but just in terms of not being the cemented AFC West champion like we thought they were going to be after the first 3 weeks, Dan?
The Chargers. If I was a Chargers fan, I would donate whatever ligament that Joe Alt is currently experiencing an ailment with, because, wow, without him on that offensive line, they completely fall apart. I think they need to go on ahead. And so I think that they need to revert back to what they do best, is run the football, right? Really utilize Hampton, really end up finding
Hampton's
ways
done.
to get the ball to Lab McConkey.
Hampton's injured, Dan, on IR.
That's
right. That's
right.
another reason to be
His
worried.
run game was struggling. But then I honestly think so they need one more weapon as well. And why I think it's interesting, and a lot of people really aren't talking about it much, but I do think that A.J. Brown might be on the trade block. I really think that that's the case. Based off of all the rumors that we've been hearing, he's unhappy about not getting the football. I think if Los Angeles is serious, and so I would not be surprised, or I would have a lot of questions about their front office if they at least do not make a call on that.
Think so? I
Because
feel like they got
A.J.
3
Brown-
solid wide receivers, the Chargers.
Solid, but say you have one more.
Quentin Johnston has been
when
surprisingly really good for them.
He's been good, but then again, it's just their system. Really having quality guy on the outside like A.J. Brown with Lad McConkey, with Quentin Johnson, Keenan Allen, who's been doing really well. I think that that's what sort of helps them get over some of the key injuries on the offensive line. I wouldn't panic just yet, but they need Joe Alt to come back.
TD, panicked or not with the Chargers?
No, it's too early to panic for them, but they have major concerns in the trenches. But here's what I will tell you: that defense got a nice little complimentary piece yesterday with a trade. I think it's Adolphe. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's a solid pass rusher that they added in a trade with who was it? What's the team they just traded with? The Chargers. Ravens. Yeah. I don't know why I'm shooting blank. It was the Baltimore Ravens. So yeah, man, but that offensive line, it's beat up. But I think they're gonna get some confidence this week. That's why I'm saying they're gonna get some
the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, our pass rush is so bad, but if we can get at them, that'll be nice to see. And we'll probably be delusional thinking we did something against one of the worst O-line units due to injuries. But they'll be fine because I'm always going to have faith in Harbaugh. I just think that he's that good of a coach. And even, when they lose games, it's typically close. That's why last week versus the Commanders was, that's not common for them. But I also say this, they had a lot of bad breaks, tip balls at the line of the scrimmage for interceptions and stuff like that. I'm not going to panic yet. When I look at their schedule, they got some winnable games on there. So, but they have a lot of competitive games too. So we'll see. I'll give it 2 weeks as they play the Dolphins and the Colts, and that's going to tell us everything we need to know.
All right. Next up, we have a team that is coming off a big win. They're 2 wins in a row. Now, this isn't really panic or not, but are you buying into them now after what they've done this past weekend? And that is, and someone just asked, what's the Roundtable Sports fantasy football record so far? We got to get into a fantasy football update about what our fantasy league is looking like. But before we do that, the Houston Texans dominating the Baltimore Ravens. Are you buying into the Texans and C.J. Stroud after that domination, or are the Ravens just that bad? Because they're 2-3, still early on in the season. The Texans are, coming off a dominant victory, but they went up against Cooper Rush and that team. C.J. Stroud dominated, had his best game in a while. 4 passing touchdowns. He looked fantastic. Are you buying into the hype of the Houston Texans? Because let me just remind you their schedule. The next 4 games, because this is going to be the ultimate test for them. They're on the road against wait, Dan, are you sure? The Monday night game this week. Oh, I guess they have a bye. I guess the Texans. I'm confused. The following week is on Monday Night Football. Texans Seahawks. Texans 49ers. Texans Broncos. And then Texans Jaguars are their next 4 games. So based off of the next 4 games, do you see the Texans becoming a legit threat in that AFC South? Dan.
So I'll be honest with you, man. I don't know if the Texans are good. I don't know if the Jacksonville Jaguars are good. But I know that one, not both, will make the playoffs as a wild card. That's where I'm at right now. This Jacksonville Jaguars team, like we were talking about last evening or last afternoon, I think it's one of the league's greatest mysteries as into how you can see collective quarterback play like that from Trevor Lawrence, and that team is 4-1. I think that the Jaguars are winning in spite of Trevor Lawrence. I also think that they are really focusing in on their ability to take the football away while they struggle tremendously in red zone defense, third down defense. I'm not sure if that's a sustainable method. I'm curious to see what they do. Same thing could be said about the Houston Texans. Right before this Baltimore Ravens game, whose defense is on pace to let up 600 points this year, an NFL record, they were averaging about 14 points per game offensively. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the 2 new rookies over in Houston, in Higgins and Knoll. However, I need to let a couple more weeks pass by right before I end up crowning the would-be wild card team. I feel like I trust Houston more than I trust the Jacksonville Jaguars at this point, to be completely honest with you.
All right. How about you, TD? You buying into the Texans after their big win, 2 wins in a row?
It was impressive. Defense is doing their thing. I'm gonna pump the brakes. I need to see more because they haven't only given us a scare, but it's been a concerning scare. And then it's like losing to bad teams, and then all of a sudden you beat one good one, and it's like, oh well, hey, here we go. No, we need consistency. Everybody has that stinker here and there. You can have the worst team in the league beat the best team in the league sometimes. So I'm going to wait to see how they progress as the year goes on. But I do like the showing that they had last week. That's a big statement. In the Ravens, I don't think – the Ravens are bad. They haven't done very well at all. They haven't played Raven football. And it's not going to get better because of the quarterback situation until Lamar gets back. But I'm not going to use that as something to take away from Houston's victory. That's still a good roster. But again, I'm going to wait to see at least 2 more games from Houston and see what they do.
All right. Well, that's your Houston Texans report. Buying in to the hype of a first-place team that is 4-1 right now, the San Francisco 49ers. This team with Mac Attack or Brock, does it matter who's the quarterback to you before you can evaluate, or it's either or? I mean, seeing that game in person last week was pretty epic to see Mac Jones just pick apart that secondary. You got Robert Saleh, got that defense playing winning football, even without Nick Bosa. Dan, it seems like you're all in on the Niners this year.
I am. Oh, yeah. And do not be surprised when they finally get healthy. Like when Johnson gets back, when Brandon Ayuk gets back, when George Kittle comes off of the IR. when all these fringe players who have been banged up get healthy and get ready by November, if this team can win the way that they did, and not against bum competition either, that LA Rams team is not a bad football team. They are not a bad football team at all. If San Francisco can do this with the roster that they have been able to field, every other team in the NFL that has any sort of injuries has zero excuses. Like, this is a perfect example of how coaching is everything. Yes, I am bought in on the San Francisco 49ers. Their schedule is very favorable, and by the time that they get healthy or get healthier, even more dangerous. All the way bought in on San Francisco.
TD, you buying into the 49ers?
It depends on who their quarterback is.
Okay, say it's Brock Purdy. He's back.
No, I'm not bought in on him because there's
If it's
only
Mac
one.
Jones, you are?
Maybe. There's a new spark there. Because I can't deal with the status quo. They're a good team. Everybody knows they have what it takes to make the playoffs every year, even though they may miss if injuries pile up. But the expectation for them is AFC Championship or better. I mean, we've seen them get there too many times in different situations. So being bought in on them means that I believe that they can get back to an AFC Championship game. And I don't know if Brock Purdy, with less around him, is going to do that moving forward. And then these injuries, he comes back to play while still being hurt and doesn't look great. Isn't terrible, but doesn't look great. But Mac Jones absolutely was a big reason that team won. So, yeah.
Got Dan Mitchell over there.
I said you should be paying attention in 6th grade algebra.
What's
I'm putting
going
you in
on?
a 5-minute timeout to think about your behavior.
What happened? I missed it out. What did Go Pats do?
Dude, listen, I'm concerned with the youth of America right now, right? I'm concerned with the youth of America.
What did he
right?
say? That was so outlandish.
So I put him in 5-minute timeout. You know, he could think about his behavior. He's just spamming the same brain rot thing.
Which is?
I mean, you can just scroll up and see.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see it. That's why I'm actually asking. All right. Well, moving right along, let's get into this fantasy update right here, right now. Why don't we? Because the chat is wondering how the league is looking like in our AFC East matchup. So how do I even see? So league, is there like a standings on here?
You need to scroll up.
Where do I go? Why do I feel like an idiot?
You have it pulled up on the computer?
Yeah, I'm on the computer.
Yes, sir.
Oh, here it is, standings. So your boy Richie's in first place at 4-1, leading the way. And look at that, we had a tie at the top with me and TD Finns Talk. TD Finns Elite and myself are tied at
Why are you above me? Oh,
I have more points.
2 points.
I got more points, that's why.
4-1 is dangerous.
And just so you know, week 1 I scored the least amount of points in the whole league when I lost.
I don't have 4 more points, by the way. I have a little bit more than that, TD. Come on.
Well, it must have updated.
Let's
Hey,
go,
listen,
man.
you know what?
You're
One thing
looking at
I will
points
say
against.
is all of the hosts are in the playoffs if the playoffs were to
So we
start.
got JD the Great in third place. He's at 3-2. You got Patriots Global sitting there at 3-2. You got Dan Mitchell, circumcised. Oh God, 3-2. So all the boys are sitting at the top, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I like my squad. Last week was a good one. We got some good things, and who would have thought that me stacking Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson? The one thing about Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson, man, they are elite fantasy footballs because they just go crazy in those fourth quarters. Stat padding in the fourth quarters, baby. You absolutely love to see it. So that is your
So-
fantasy football update.
So to give me a pat on the back as well, right? Like I've had to do some waiver wire moves for the past couple of weeks, right? In order for me to be competitive, since Jamar Chase has been absolutely nothing, I would really like to go ahead. Like look at the squad real fast. Like just peep the squad for a second of what we got. It's the Dan Mitchell team right there. Let me take that for a hot second.
You got Jared Goff. Got these two running backs.
That's
Jamar
what I'm
Chase,
talking about. He was the
BTJ.
one that so the one guy right over there, he should have got 10 fantasy points for getting hit by his head coach. So he should have got like 10 fantasy points for like being a man and taking that hit. That fumble absolutely killed me. But just take a look at your boys' bench, man. Out IR. You had Bucky Irving and Aaron Jones. That right there is a responsibly managed fantasy football organization. I was
All
able
right.
to come out with the win, and then hopefully we get healthy and we can make the playoffs and go for a run.
I got the best team in the league.
How do you like in your team, TD? Here it is.
I'm loving my team. My team is the best one in the league.
Obviously not. Mine is better.
I've been scoring more points than everybody 2 weeks in a row, so mine is better.
Well, my team has scored the most points since
Yeah,
we
because
started this
early
thing.
on, week 1, week 2.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, don't worry, Richie. Don't worry. I'll see you soon.
All right, guys. Who do you think has the best team? You saw Dan's. That's TD's. Here's mine. You guys are sleeping on Justin Fields, man. The most consistent fantasy football quarterback there is. 25-plus points every time he starts, baby. May not be a winning quarterback, but, hey, it's good in fantasy, baby.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Some garbage
keep
time.
Garrett Wilson on that roster and watch you lose.
Some garbage
keep
time,
Garrett Wilson
man.
on
He's
that
killing
roster. What are you talking about?
Don't
Garrett
worry about
Wilson has been absolutely fantastic. You talk about 19, 20, 24,
Let's
22
go-
points. That's
Let's
elite
go
numbers.
shade off. Let's go start shading off.
He's having a career year, Garrett Wilson, so I don't know why you're picking up on him, where he is a big reason why I am doing as good as I am right now, baby. And, hey, Drake London and Bijan Robinson, they're going up against the Bills' defense this week. Ooh, he cooking. So if you guys couldn't tell, that was on Sleeper, and that was just Sleeper's fantasy. But I don't know if you guys realize this, but Sleeper has also picks, baby. If you guys want to take advantage of Sleeper, make sure you do so, because you guys can get a 100% match up to $100 by using the code RTS. And they're also giving away $20 for free right now. A very limited thing that they are giving away, $20 for free. All you guys got to do is click the link at the top of the description, make an account, use the code RTS, and they will immediately give you $20 for free with no deposit needed. And then while you're in there, say you want to take advantage of the 100% match, you guys can do that by putting another 20 in. They'll give you another 20 for free. So Sleeper is giving away some free cash. Terms and conditions apply. Make sure you sign up today, folks. A great way to support the channel is by supporting the sponsors. Big shout out to Sleeper. Let's get it. They're good fantasy. They're good with pick'ems. They got a lot of fun things happening.
A free $20 is absolutely insane.
I know. Easy.
A free $20, absolutely insane. Shout out to Sleeper. So I got to ask you guys a question right now. Dan put a Jets jersey on Bob, and get to it. I do not own a Jets jersey. Vision.
Tony's had enough, man. He wants to see Bob get beaten up by a Jets jersey. Shout out to Tony. JD the Great says, great show, fellas. I'll be coming for that number 1 spot, Richie. See you at the end of the season. Hey, JD, don't forget who won that battle between me and you when you were talking that smack a few weeks ago. How about that? Now, all love to you, JD the Great. Appreciate you. All right, Dan, what were you about to say?
I gotta ask about who y'all's favorite is for the MVP, the way too soon MVP of the NFL. I'm telling you what, I'm hopping on this train heavy right now. How about that boy in Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield? How about Baker Mayfield, man? Listen, I've been seeing some crazy-ass edits, some hype edits of Baker. I saw him talking trash to some Seahawks fan that just ended up getting leaked, which I absolutely loved. He's talking his shit. I think he deserves it. In my opinion, I'm a big Baker Mayfield guy, and I feel like people aren't giving the Buccaneers enough credit. I would not be surprised, actually, if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ceiling this year, or perhaps even floor, is the NFC Championship. I am very high on this team as long as they end up staying healthy. Dog and Emeka Egbuka. Same thing with the defense, is doing themselves some favors as well. Very high on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Baker Mayfield is indeed my MVP so far. Richie, thoughts on that?
I got to be honest, man. I think Baker Mayfield is one of, if not the front runner. 10 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, 65% completion percentage, 1,300 yards around, 4-1 record. Dude, this could be like, I'm telling you this, if Todd Bowles gets this football team back to the Super Bowl without Tom Brady, we're going to have a real conversation about Mr. Todd Bowles, man. I miss you, Todd. But listen, I think that this is, you got to go with Baker. And I'm going to be, biased and throw my boy Sam in there. He's not number 1 right now, but he's up there in the race. Sam Darnold is one of the highest graded quarterbacks in the entire NFL. He's got just around the same numbers as Baker Mayfield. He's got a higher completion percentage, has the same amount of yards, has a higher rating, and he has 9 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. So watch out for my boy Sammy D climbing up the ranks because he's proven everybody wrong, but he's got to step up in those big moments. And then I think Offensive Player of the Year is Jonathan Taylor. I think that's a front runner, but that's not MVP. And, like in the AFC, Daniel Jones, but like what does Daniel Jones' numbers even look like at this point? I'm curious. Daniel Jones' numbers is not MVP numbers, but it's solid. 72% completion percentage, 1,300 passing yards, 6 passing touchdowns. I mean, he's playing winning football. That's all you can ask. I mean, who in the AFC is playing MVP caliber quarterback play? Josh Allen's not really like lighting it up like an MVP. Lamar Jackson's injured. Joe Burrow's out. Mahomes is not playing like an MVP. I don't know, man. Is there an AFC MVP candidate right now?
Mac Jones. I mean Drake May. I keep getting confused. But Drake May. He's the best quarterback in the AFC right now.
He's playing MVP level football, TD?
Is he not?
No.
Why not?
He's playing good football, but not
he plays
MVP.
good football, but like last week he was a game manager. Like that's what it was.
Oh my God! See,
he managed the game, and there's no problem with that. Like, he was effective. He made some great throws.
I hope you realize us saying he's not MVP is not a knock on him either.
Yeah,
you're gonna twist it. You're gonna twist this into
like we're talking about right now. He could by the end of the season.
Is playing MVP football. Look at this. The man has a 74% completion percentage on the year. He hasn't. Only the first game he was under 70. Okay. The man is literally thrown for almost 1,300 yards already, 7 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions with a 108 rating. He's playing MVP level football. Y'all just keep hating the name. Drake May's not nothing yet. Yeah, but he's becoming something. Y'all are just, that's all y'all doing is going off of the name. You're automatically giving him a downgrade.
No, it's just like he has a chance to get into the conversation, but he's not in there yet. In my opinion.
Why? What hasn't he done?
Because if you look at the quarterbacks around the league, there's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that's playing better. That deserves to be higher on the MVP ladder, is my point.
Okay, which ones?
The ones we just mentioned. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, even Daniel Jones.
Sam Darnold, stop that.
Oh, see, this is okay. Let's get into that debate. You think Drake May has played better football than Sam Darnold this year?
I'm using your argument against you guys.
You just want like this. Sam Darnold, he's playing bad football.
No, he's not playing bad football. But if you want to say that Drake May is, then you might as well say Sam Darnold is. Drake May has a higher completion percentage. Drake May has more yards. Drake May has a better touchdown to interception ratio. Drake May is actually better than Sam Darnold this year.
No,
but you put Sam Darnold in the conversation?
No, he's not.
You just said you wanted to go down this road, Richie.
Yeah, let's go down the road. All right. So you're telling me, okay,
Drake May's numbers are better.
Drake May has 0.7% completion percentage better than Sam.
Better.
He has 29 more yards. Sam has 2 more passing touchdowns and a higher rating.
Not a higher touchdown to interception ratio.
But has more touchdowns.
Okay, that's the format of the team.
And he's thrown 2 more interceptions and 1 less.
He don't have more touchdowns. You forget rushing.
And 1 less interception.
He doesn't have more touchdowns. Add the rushing ones.
All right, let's talk about rating then. Who's got the higher rating?
Because of the passing touchdowns. Stop it.
Drake May because of the passing touchdowns.
Because passing touchdowns go into that.
So do the interceptions, which he has more. You're like, but the touchdown interception ratio. If touchdown interception ratio meant so much, how come Drake May's rating is not as high as Sam's?
Drake May's been a better quarterback, okay, than Sam Darnold. You just don't want to.
And you know where I would love to prove that is going into the film room. And I want to watch these throws that Sam is doing. Drake May has what? How many big time throws? Yeah, 1.
No,
Sam is doing it all game long. Game. Drake May has a great throw.
Hey. Top 5 in quarterback rating is this. Surprisingly enough, you have Lamar Jackson at 130.5. He's been out for 2 games, though, so we can take that with a grain of salt. You have Jared Goff at 120.7.
What do you mean rating?
QBR.
So a quarterback rating.
Why are we doing that?
because that's probably the best statistic to go off of.
Is it, Dan? If Josh Allen throw a
PBR?
60 yard, if Josh Allen throw a 60-yard dime for a touchdown and Tua throws a 1-yard bubble screen for 60 yards and a touchdown, which one do you appreciate more? But it's the same rating.
Dude.
It's the same rating. So don't tell me
you're like picking and choosing random stats to run with.
I don't never throw out rating.
I'm just
I don't throw out rating like that.
Nobody's saying, like, there's a false dichotomy that if you don't glaze a particular player, then you hate him and you're a hater. All right? Like, we're just telling you how it is.
Yeah,
He's
but the problem in this argument with Richie, he said Drake May ain't in the conversation.
He's right below it.
Why would
because Sam has been better this year. Because what you're doing, TD, is looking at one thing and one thing only: numbers, box score. Go watch the games.
Richie,
Go look at the throws
the
that Sam is making this season. Go look at the type of plays he's making. Drake May had one game where he had big time throws. Like now, all of a sudden, he's had like, bro. If you go watch the tape, it's not even a conversation.
You're not watching Patriots games.
I am watching. I watched every Patriots game.
Out here making plays.
He made one throw that's a highlight level throw. One.
Wow, this is
on the run, and I don't want to discredit that throw was fantastic. Rolling to his right, threw it down the right sideline, right only where Stephon Diggs can get it. But I don't think you're watching Seahawks games then, because you're not seeing what Sam's doing. You're looking at the box score, and that's it.
See, Richie, the only reason I said that Sam isn't was to make your argument. I know Sam is in the conversation, but you're diminishing Drake May and saying he's not in it at all.
I'm saying he's not in it yet.
Why? What? That's all I'm saying.
Because I think there's an MVP conversation between three guys, and I just don't think he's up there yet. I really don't.
This is wild.
I think objectively, Sam Darnold has been the better quarterback so far this season, based off the types of throws that Sam is making, because Sam is not out there just dinking and dunking. He's making crazy throws across platform. I don't know if you're seeing, I don't know what I'm talking about, you even know what I'm referencing to. I don't know if you're seeing these types of plays that Sam's making.
Richie.
Maybe you just don't see it.
Richie, who has the better supporting cast? Who has the run games that's better? All of these things are working against Drake May, yet he's still doing his thing.
Stephon Diggs is no bum.
Yeah, he ain't, but this is the first game he ever showed up.
Showed up last week, too. He had over 100 yards.
Man,
he had over 100 yards really, count of Panthers, too.
Out of the 5 games. The other guys got a run game and everything. The Patriots ain't been running the ball well.
This is all I'm saying, and we don't have to keep going on this. All I'm saying is this. It feels like you're just looking at box score and that's it, and not actually watching the film of these quarterbacks. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
because you can't evaluate just on numbers.
Okay. What could he be doing better? What could he be doing better?
Who?
Drake May. What could he be doing better?
What do you mean? I mean,
like he not in it. What does he need to do to be in the conversation? Give you another
consistent. I mean, listen, we're 5 weeks in, TD. We're 5 weeks in the game.
He has been consistent.
I said consistent as we keep moving forward.
Yeah, but
he's not putting up MVP type of, like, Baker Mayfield is playing MVP caliber football. So you're saying he's not
MVP type what?
Performances.
Did you not just see one against what was supposed to be the best team in the league, the last undefeated?
TD, that was an MVP performance. The guy didn't have one touchdown pass.
Hold on, Dan, without being biased, did Drake May?
No, I'm not discrediting. He was a baller in that game.
Buffalo Bills.
He was a baller in that game.
Did he not put up an MVP performance versus the Buffalo Bills? See, Richie talk about he didn't have a single touchdown. Are we going to talk about stats?
He had a first half where there was nothing. He had nothing to do with it, and then he woke up in the second half and balled out. Credit to him. That's an MVP game. I think standards of MVP is a little different, I guess.
This is wild to me. The man was on point.
He had a great game.
The man was on point the entire game. That's crazy to me. But all right.
He woke up in the second half and started feeding Stephon Diggs, who was foaming at the mouth that he's in Buffalo. The guy just became possessed, and Drake May made a bunch of big-time throws.
Do you know how hard it is for an NFL quarterback to have a rating over 100 without a touchdown thrown? Do you know how hard that is? That means everything else had to be perfect. Do you know how hard that is?
I'm not taking away his game. He had a great game in that one, but I think we have a different level of what an MVP type of game. MVP types of games, to me, I mean, what Baker Mayfield's doing, you're out there just slinging it. Like, dude, like, I feel like now me saying that, I'll be like, oh, Richie's discrediting Drake May. Like, I'm sorry. That game he had is not MVP, Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen type of games. Wow. That's all I'm saying. Am I crazy by saying that, Dan?
No, he's on the come up. I'm very high on Drake May. He's playing well. He's playing
about that game.
Playing very, very well. If you're talking about AFC, for sure, it's just him and Josh Allen who are playing good QB play in the AFC right now. It's those two. Maybe you want to put Indiana Jones into the conversation, perhaps. But, I mean, mostly all of the MVP leaders as far as the quarterback position, all in the NFC. That's it. Goff, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Justin
Sam
Herbert
Darnold.
is even kind of like poo-pooing.
Sam Darnold. Most of these AFC quarterbacks are not playing well.
But I think if Drake, I'll say this, man, if Drake May builds on what he's done the first 5 weeks, then we're going to have those conversations. I will say that.
He ain't got to build on it. He just got to keep doing it.
But TD, so let me say this. If he just keeps doing what he's doing, I'm sorry, he will cement himself top 10 in the league, but not MVP. I think we have a different wavelength of what MVP means. Like, if he does what he's doing consistently for the rest of the season, he'll be a top 10 quarterback this year, but he will not be in the MVP race. That's how I look at it.
That's just wild to me, man. That's wild.
I think we have a different viewpoint of what most valuable player means.
Do you know that he's on pace to crush every single one of Josh Allen's numbers from last year?
From last year.
Yeah, but that's Josh Allen won the MVP. Josh Allen won the MVP.
So he's on pace to crush all of Lamar Jackson's numbers 2 years ago, too.
Well, he's on pace for about 4,400 yards, about 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and a much better completion percentage by far.
Well, that's a top 10 numbers.
I hope
that's not an MVP.
I hope that he does. I hope that he has a season like that.
With less.
I genuinely hope that he has a season like that. But last year through 2 weeks, Derek Carr was on pace for throwing for like 7,000 yards.
I get the pace.
It's early. It's early.
I get that, Dan, but
dude, it's early, man.
It's too early
a lot could happen.
Any candidates. It's too early to talk about any candidates then, because he's on pace though. We're gonna ignore that. Y'all hating on Drake May, man.
See, this is where now you're spinning this into us hating on him because we're not putting him in MVP. That's not hate, dude.
There's no more of a brain rot statement on earth when people say that it's either that like he's the best to ever live or you hate him.
Yeah, like sorry, there's not MVP. Area. I guess we're hating.
Ever live. I'm just
Nobody's sitting here saying he's bad. He's good. He's on the come up. I've always liked Drake May.
And let's be honest, what TD's angle is, Dan. He hates Josh Allen with every bone in his body. Now that there's a potential person that can dethrone him, he's going to jump on him.
We know what he's about.
He's going to jump on him.
We know his game.
Because it's not Tua, obviously, so it has to be somebody.
Nothing to do with Josh Allen.
It has everything. You just mentioned Josh Allen's numbers last year.
Yeah, because he won the MVP. He's a reference.
We know what this is, man. You just want...
Wow, man.
So, okay, let me ask you this, TD. Say Drake May hypothetically goes on a Josh Allen-like run. Are you going to start hating him like you hated Josh Allen? You're going to be like, yeah, Drake May, I told you so. You're going to start loving him and rooting for him. Like, I just don't get your stance of, like, division rivals.
No, I don't. Listen, I don't.
Like, say the Patriots go win 5 straight AFC East titles, and Drake May is a top 3 quarterback. He wins an MVP. Are you going to keep glazing him, or are you going to start hating on him like you hate on Josh Allen these last 5 years?
Oh, he will.
I haven't hated on Josh Allen.
You can't even say it out laughing.
Dude. Are you out of your mind?
Man? This is what I'm talking about.
Josh Allen. I tell the truth about Josh Allen. Okay?
I know what you're about. So I'm doing this for too long with you, man. I know you too well, bro. I know your angle.
You just trying to big up Sam Darnold. He ain't did no more than what Drake May has done. That's all.
Don't make me pull up the film now.
Oh, the film, man. Stop, man.
All right. Well, hey, you know what? We have Parks backstage. Parks, what up, man?
What up, fellas? Richie, let me ask you a question. Richie, what's your top 3? What's your 3 MVP candidates, man?
3 MVP candidates?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we just talked about them. We got Baker,
Dak, and who else?
I think Daniel Jones and Sam are up there.
Okay. What do you put Sam Darnold in that category, bro?
Where do I put? Why am I?
I said where? Where do you put Sam Darnold in the MVP candidate? Because he ain't no damn MVP candidate, bro. So where do you put him at?
I'll put him at 3 or 4.
Are you out of your mind, bro? So you put him on the same level as Baker, Dak, and Daniel Jones?
He's below them, but he's in the potential race. I'm not saying he would win.
No. You just said 3 or 4. I'm not saying he'll
get votes.
No. You just said 3 or 4.
The MVP is wild right now, man.
No. You just said 3 or 4. No, it's not, because it's Baker, Dak, and Daniel Jones. That's who it is. Those are the top 3.
So tell me, what about Sam do you feel like he doesn't deserve to be in there?
He's not on them people level like that, man. He's not playing at an MVP candidate.
So what has he done in this season that proves that point? I'm curious.
Listen, man. Listen. Richie. Are you really trying to put Baker Mayfield on the same level as Sam Darnold on the same level as Baker Mayfield and Dak Prescott?
I mean, dude. Sam's balling.
Is that really what you're trying to do? See, Richie, this is why we don't listen to you talk about quarterbacks, man. This is why.
Why?
This is why we don't listen to you talk about
he's out there making throw. I hope you realize, Parks.
No,
I'm not
Richie,
the only one saying this.
There's national people.
There's national people saying this about Sam. It's not just me. Don't pretend I'm just making this up, pulling it out of my ass.
And you can tell that you can tell that you haven't been looking at Patriots games for you to sit there and say that was the best throw that Drake May had this entire season. You can tell that you haven't.
Okay, Drake May had a better throw this season than that throw he made to Diggs on Sunday night. Is that what you're telling me?
I've seen a few great.
Richie, he been doing it since last year. Richie, he been doing those same throws since last year.
Send me a throw that was better than what we saw Sunday night. I would love to see that.
Okay, Richie, this is what you do.
There is
Go look at one of those. I'm going to tell you. Go look at one of those Miami games last year. He threw a 50. He was rolling right. He threw a 50 or 60-yard bomb to Hunter Henry for a touchdown. You just didn't see it, Richie, because we lost.
Well,
I'm going to tell you another play.
I'm going to
tell you another play.
Big time prime time. There's a lot of things that go into that type of throw he made. Prime time, his first prime time game against the Bills, a great team.
But Richie, don't sit here and say that was the first time he did it.
A play like that, dude, like all those things matter. Of course.
Richie, you just sat there and said, send you something. I'm going to send it to you. Just like the play with Josh Allen. Okay, it was a play this year with Josh Allen where they're on the goal line. He rolls to the left, and it's 2 defenders coming at him, and it's a receiver in the end zone. He flicks the ball to the receiver in the end zone between the 2 defenders. Drake May did that last year. He did that when we lost. Didn't nobody see it, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Richie. The things that he's doing this year, we saw it last year. The throws, we saw it last year.
All right, Parks, let me ask you one question then. Let me ask you this. Is Drake May in the MVP race?
No.
Right now. Okay. So what I'm saying about Drake May, would you consider me hating on him? Yeah. By me saying he's not in the MVP race?
Hate. I mean, Richie, let's be real.
But what am I saying that? But what am I saying that's hating about Drake May?
I'm not saying you're hating.
I gave him a lot of credit this whole week.
No, because you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice.
But you're making
you don't have a choice, Richie.
But you're making it seem like
Richie, you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice.
But my point is, you're making it seem like I'm not doing that.
But I'm saying though, you don't have a choice, Richie. You're the same one that came and made a video and said Justin Fields was going to take over the NFL in the offseason when you knew that was a damn lie. You knew it.
Rent was due, Parks. Come on.
You know what I'm saying, Richie. You knew it. But what I'm saying is, Richie, that throw. Patriots fans, and I said this on a show, one of y'all shows when I called in. Patriots fans are used to that because we saw it last year. Nobody just didn't see it. Mm-hmm. That's why everybody was so surprised at that. Nobody saw it. So like I say, go look at the Miami game. He did the same thing. He rolled right and he threw a 60, 70-yard bomb to Hunter Henry.
And by the way,
nobody see it because we lost.
And by the way, Drake May numbers are actually better than Daniel Jones too. The 2 people at the top are really Dak and Baker.
It's Dak and Baker. Dak and Baker is the top 2.
What about the rushing number?
But no, he's not an MVP candidate, and I'm not saying he's going to be an MVP candidate. I don't really care about that. As long as he keep progressing, okay. In about 2-3 years, maybe. That's his ceiling. His ceiling is up there, a top 3 quarterback. And Richard, like you said, I don't think you're hating, but I expect you to start. Because, Richard, let's be real here. You don't want to see go from Tom Brady, wait 5 years, and then go to Drake May being a top 3 quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, that hypothetical
torture.
I said
That's in a torture chamber.
Awful. Yeah, I mean.
That's in a torture chamber.
I don't want to see that. I don't think anybody in this division wants to see that.
That's what I'm saying.
Besides
that's
TD,
what I'm saying. You don't want to see.
Who shifted his
that's what I'm
fandom
saying,
over
Rich.
to you guys. Are you welcoming TD to your fandom, Parks? Are you welcoming TD with open arms to root for you guys? Because he's shifted away from his Dolphins.
No, because last year TD was hating. No, because last year TD, I ain't forgot TD. Oh, baby, we don't forget over here.
Y'all, I'm just being honest. They doing their thing. I don't care for the Patriots. I only care.
But I have 2 questions. I have 2 questions for Dan Mitchell. Dan Mitchell, I remember your season prediction. You had y'all sweeping this division. Dan Mitchell, when was the last time y'all swept this division in the last 10 years?
It was 2 years ago, I believe. 2 years.
So
ago,
y'all did it one time in the last 10 years.
I was confident, man. I was confident.
Okay, and Dan Mitchell.
Drake May has double the rushing yards as Daniel Jones, actually.
Yeah, he outrunning Daniel Jones. Yeah.
Touchdown.
Gotta look that up now.
Yeah, Drake May has 2 rushing touchdowns. He's in more rushing yards.
3, but Drake May has double the rushing yards.
Yeah, That's not even Richie. Don't even put that comparison up.
The Colts are in blowout.
He's always going to outrun Daniel
Richardson out there in the fourth quarter,
and he has an elite running back. I'm just saying,
Richie, he's always going to outrun Daniel Jones. Yeah, we're not even going to do that. Now, Dan Mitchell, I have one more question for Bills fans. Because not y'all, Dan Mitchell, not the 10%. I done heard some 90% say that this was y'all worst performance.
Yeah.
Dan Mitchell, when was the last time y'all had a A+ performance besides the Jets game this year?
An A+ performance collectively?
Yeah.
Last year. Like, I'd probably give A+ in the fourth quarter of.
So you gotta go all the way back to last year?
And they didn't play nobody good.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that most Bills fans are saying this was y'all worst performance, but they acting like that y'all been playing good this whole year.
Mm-hmm.
You had to scrape by the Dolphins because of Tua. You had to scrape by the Ravens because they blew it. You had to scrape by the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
People forget that game was close against the Saints in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. So I think a lot of it has to do with all of the turnovers we had because normally is not a thing. And so
thanks for the call, Parks. We appreciate you, brother.
Much, Parks. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you, Parks. Parks, you're the man, dude. Dude, you know what? He's humbling us. He's humbling us. Man. You know, one call at a time. We appreciate our guy. Thank you,
I didn't
sir.
say anything lies, man. Hey, man. See, like,
dude,
I
that's
feel like
good. That's good, man.
What does Sam Darnold got to do to prove that I'm not just being biased, man? I'm out there impressed.
He's gonna have to win the whole damn thing.
He's gonna have to. I think what it is just gonna come down to him proving in the highest pressured moments.
So you know what would be funny, and not funny from my perspective, but so the guy that wins the Super Bowl for the first time out of this 2018 draft class is Baker. Wouldn't that kind of be funny if he was the dude that won it all, and the former first overall pick that everyone thought that was a massive bust. And he wasn't going anywhere, and he was the one that raises the trophy first.
I do love Baker, man. I really do.
Bills and Ravens fans would absolutely freak. What would even be worse is if Sam Darnold was the one that won it first.
I was about to say, I mean, it could be. I hope that if the season ended today, it's a Seahawks-Bucks wild card round. Oh man, God. I would love to see that part too. That was one of the best games of the year. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah.
But that would be crazy, man. The 2018 class is fantastic, and the Jets don't even have their guy anymore. But hey, the Josh Allen-led Bills still have there. So, guys, hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the show. We appreciate you guys. Ruckus with a $5. He now has 4 straight games now, 70% completion rate with 200 yards. The only other player to do that in history is Tom Brady. Man.
Hell yeah.
Can you imagine that? They're putting Tom Brady's name with Drake May. Well, folks, we got an AFC East Roundtable episode tonight where we will extend, and Colby will be there hyping up his Patriots, hyping up the Drake May. Man, I have a feeling as this season progresses, Dan Mitchell is going to start hating Colby. He's going to start getting tired of Colby. I just see it coming where there's going to be, you guys know me, Colby and I, we go at it a lot on this show. Well, not this show, the AFC's Roundtable. But I have a feeling there's going to be some times where those guys are going to go at it. And I'm going to start to poke those bears to make it happen. But make sure you guys stay tuned for tonight's episode, 6 p.m. EST. Anything you want to say, Dan, before we wrap up?
No, man. I enjoy doing this show. And I really hope that all of you guys, if you are just now discovering it, that you subscribe, you turn on bell notifications, and you just lock in, man. We have a lot of football to talk about. Tomorrow, we're transitioning into some of our previews. Friday is a solo Fourth and Forever show from yours truly, so we can give the other boys some good time, But, yeah, dude, again, we appreciate everything, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys later. We'll see you on the AFC's Roundtable. Peace out, everybody. Much love to you.